Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's look is going to be like this dramatic golden green eye. I also did a little bit of a wing. Got some gold lipstick on. If you want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Alright, so let's get started. Today I'm going to do kind of a dramatic eye look. So I'm going to start off with my eyes so that if I have any fallout, I have my makeup wipes over here that I can get rid of it. I'm going to use this Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm thinking I want to do like a green and gold color combination. We'll see. But first thing I want to do is prime my eyelids. Use this Tarte Shape Tape, and this is Fair Neutral. I love this concealer. It's one of the best concealers that I've ever used. So I just dot a little bit on the top of my lids. And you can either use a brush or I always use my finger. So I'm just going to tap that in all over the lid. And then once I got that tapped in, I'm actually going to use some powder to set that so that the shadows go on really smooth. So I'm going to take this brush here that's completely worn out. I got it, it's by the Balm Cosmetics. I got it at Kohl's. I've had it so long. I don't even know if it's still available. But I love it because it's kind of like a dome shape, but there's a lot of bristles, so it's kind of dense. So I just dip that in that airspun powder or any kind of setting powder you have and just put it over the lid. I'm ready for my eyes. So the first thing we'll do is take this really big blending brush. You can use any blending brush that you have. I like the fluffier, bigger ones to lay down my first color. The first color I'm going to use on it. So I'm just going to say this top row here. As you can see, these two colors I've used a lot for my crease. So I'm going this third shade in here. Again, I don't know the name of it. And tap off the excess. And just start laying the color down. If you don't have this palette, you can use something similar. It's more like a skin toned color of any shadow that you have. Just something that's neutral. Okay, now that I've got that laid down, I'm going to take this Morphe blending brush, the same one I always use. Okay, so my second color I'm going to lay down, I'm going to do second row, very first one. It's like this yellowy, dark mustard color. And I'm just going to do the outer V of the eye in circular motions. Not really going anywhere, but this one little circle on the edge just to blend it. And when I've almost got all the color off the brush, I'll then start moving to the corner of my eyelid in the crease. Okay. I'm actually going to take the same brush that I just put that one color, and I'm going to go fourth one over, second row. And it's a little bit of a darker color, same kind of color that I just used, but just a little darker. And I do this because it gives that color on your lids depth instead of just doing one or two colors, which looks good, but I want to do a more dramatic eye. So okay, all right, so now I got those in my smaller blending brush. This one's thinner than the other one. It's also by Morphe. It's the M506. And as you can see, they're quite different. This one's a little smaller and more precise. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the color right below the last one I used. And it's a little bit darker. It's looking a little lighter on camera. Just going to take some of that. Now this color I'm going to put close to my lash line and just kind of blend it out in the outer V. I'm not going to go all the way over. I'm just going to go right here just to give that outer corner a little bit darker. So I'm going to go down here to this row and this very last one. I'm actually going to do this one. I'm going to blend this one with it. Just kind of both of them. Tap off the excess. I'm going to do the same thing maybe go a little bit further over here, come down, and then blend it into that V. And again, you don't have to be precise, because like I said, if this gets kind of wonky, I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and give it a more precise line once I'm done laying all the colors down. Brush is from Eco Tools. I got it at Walgreens, I think. May have been Walmart. But you can find them pretty much any drugstore, and they're pretty decent brushes. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, this green right here. I love this green. It's like a shimmery green. Again, I don't know the name of the color. I'm just going to dab that in there. And because I want my eye makeup to really pop on the shimmery, I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus. I'm just going to wet it a little bit. And then lay this color down on my lid in a tapping motion. I'm not sweeping it, I'm just tapping it. And as more of the product comes off, then you can kind of... And I go over to the edge of my eye. But this over here has the darker browns on it, so it kind of blends it into this brown just a little bit. The first brush I use, this one, and I'm just going to go over where I put those colors and blend it out so that I don't have any harsh lines up here. For that, I think I'm going to use this one here. It's on the second row all the way at the end. This really beautiful gold color. I'm going to take this Vintage Cosmetic Company brush. It's kind of flat. I'm just going to dab that in that gold. And then I'm also going to spray some Fix Plus on it too, because I really want it to pop out. Just a little bit. And I'm going to go in the inner corner and just put some of that gold. So I've got the gold, the green, and then the darker color green. Now I'm going to take this really small Morphe brush, and I'm going to dip into this darker green, and it's going to go over here. I'm using this green just to deepen this crease up, or the outer V a little bit. I've got my upper lids done. I'm going to take this CeraVe makeup remover wipe. You can use any makeup remover wipe, and I'm just going to go here and drag it up my eye so that it'll clean up all this fallout, which I don't have a whole lot, but sometimes I go ham on the products I have on my brush. And just go up. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my face, and then I'll come back and do the bottom of my eyes, and I'm probably going to do like a wing liner today. Wing liner is tricky, so even I mess it up, and I've been doing it for a long time, so you just have to practice to get better at it. So, first thing I'm going to do is take this Cover FX, and I'm going to prime my face. Right now, I'm just going to put that on where my pores show up the most, and a little on my forehead. But my pores show up through here, my nose, and here. Two together, and then I just rub them together so I can mix those colors, which is a mouthful. I'm just going to dab that on, cover up this redness and this irritation, and then I'll start swirling it and melting it into my skin. And I'm going to take, of course, the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to use light sand. I just dot there, both sides. The other one's too dark. This is Fair Beige. I think this might be the lightest color this comes in, or it may be the second shade up from the lightest. I'm not sure. And just dot over that. Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, and just start dabbing that out and blending it and covering up these dark circles. And then I take whatever's left and I put it on my forehead and on my chin, just so that it's like, gives it some dimension, like so you don't have two white blobs here. So I just take what's left. I'm going to take some setting powder, and I use this Airspun loose face powder that you could use. Start just directly under where I put that concealer, because I don't want a lot of powder sitting right there either. And then I just kind of bounce it on. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm going to do my brows. Those look good, not too dark, not too light. Okay. Now I'm going to try to do a little wing liner. Yours is by Pretty Vulgar Cosmetics. It's in this little thing. It's just a black eyeliner. The ink, it's called Blacklist Gel Eyeliner. And then I'm going to take this brush by Aesthetica. These both came in a BoxyCharm, so. Okay. So I start at the outer corner and go out.
Hey,
I knew you was going to bust up in here.
how y'all doing? God damn it.
Really? You can't be cussing on a video, Chuck.
Cussing.
Get out. You'll make me mess my eyeliner up. So anyway, you want to make... Sorry about that. You want to make a line out like that. And you can actually follow your eyeshadow if you want. And then I take the brush from the end of the wing and I just come back like that. And then I just fill this in. We're going to go over here to this eye. Now, again, follow your makeup line if you need to. Just go out, and then I take it. This wing's actually better than that one. So, there's the wing liner. And I always take my brush and just wipe it off with a makeup wipe because I don't want it to harden on there. So I just kind of wipe it off. There's a little bit of a difference between the wings, but it's not bad. I think they look okay. Now I'm going to do the underneath my eye using the same colors that I did on the top. So I'm going to take this little tiny stiff brush here, this dark color. Some people start with the lightest color and go. I like to take the darkest and almost use it like an eyeliner, and then take a fluffier brush with the lighter color and blend it out. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm not going to mix those two. I'm just going to do this one. It's a nice, beautiful brown. And just get as close to the lash line as possible. And just wiggle it back and forth. I'm not going to go all the way in. I think I'm going to leave that blank and put a little gold there, just to match the top a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with this duo-ended crown brush. And I'm going to go back up here in this fourth color on the second row. It's kind of like dark mustard. I'm going to go back underneath the lash line and on top of that other color and just blend it. I'm going to go back in with a small Morphe brush. And I'm going to take this mustard color here that I used in the crease. Tap it off and go back over that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to take this small brush. This is an e.l.f. because I'm just going to use this with the gold and just put in this inner bottom lash past your inner corner, just to put some gold there. So now I'm going to do mascara and then the rest of my face. For mascara, I'm using yet again L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I cannot say enough good things about this. Okay, so I have the mascara. My eyes are done, top and bottom. Now I'm going to move on to contour, a little bronzer, and some blush. I'm going to take this Physicians Formula and Bronze Booster. The color is light to medium, because y'all can see I'm quite on the light side. Just dip my brush. This brush right here is a Real Techniques brush, and it's just the powder brush. I got this at Walgreens. Real Real Techniques have really good brushes. I love their beauty sponge. I use it every day. Okay, now that I'm pretty bronzed up, I'm going to take and contour a little bit. A little shade in the Tarte Clay Play palette. Why does everything have to have 27 names? Anyway, take that middle shade. I sound so angry. I'm really not, though. I'm just going to go. Okay. Put a little banana powder so that it looks uneven right here. Just so that it keeps my contour from getting out of hand. Okay. Contouring is not a necessity. You don't have to contour. I just thought it would really pull this look together, but I know a lot of people don't really want to mess with it. Now I'm going to take this brush here. It's real dense, but it's, see how it's shaped kind of, and I just go over that and blend it. Go up with the forehead. I love this brush. This brush came in a box set that my stepdaughter got me last Christmas or the Christmas before that, and I've been using these brushes ever since. This Luxie brush, and wipe off this excess yellow powder that I put to highlight the bottom of my face and to also keep my contour from getting out of control, just so it's not a harsh line but you can see a difference. I'm going to use this Note blush. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I've never heard of them before, but this color is beautiful. It's like this corally, peachy kind of color, and I really love it. I tried it out before, and I thought it was pretty awesome. So I'm just going to dab it because it is very pigmented, and just lightly dust some of that on there. I got to be careful because I get real excited and put too much on my brush. Always been that way. Okay, and then I'm going to take this super fluffy brush that came in that box set that I was telling y'all about. And I'm just going to go over there and blend. Blending is so important. Okay, now I'm going to use a makeup setting spray. I like to do that before I put my lipstick on. So I'm going to use this Tarte Ready Set Radiant. I've only used this a couple of times. I like it. I still think I like my MAC Fix Plus better, but I'll give it a shot. Sometimes it takes, you know, more than once or twice to see if you're really going to like something. But this sets the makeup and just kind of locks it in so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm not real sure how I feel about the sprayer on this. It almost spits at me instead of spraying like a fine mist. And a lot of the face setting mists do that. So it's not really just this one. And it's not even a big deal. I just have to, it takes a little bit longer to dry. The Fix Plus comes out in a finer mist. So now what am I going to do for lipstick? Should we go dramatic on the lips? Okay, so I think since I used gold and green on my eyes, I'm going to use this gold Metal Matte Liquid Lipstick from Kylie. This is probably not something they would gravitate toward, but I didn't want to use like a pink or a red or something super bright. So, and I think this complements the gold and the green in the eye shadows. This gold gloss by Kylie that's called Poppin'. So I'm going to let this dry down for a minute and then I'm going to put some of that on there. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go fix this hair and I'll be right back. And I am back. Got this hair in order. And so that's going to be it for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, because I'd love to have you. And I hope you enjoy this look. If you like greens and golds, hopefully you'll try it out. And if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching.